Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K. Start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that we are and make up the 12 tribes of Israel, established 1969 under commanding General YAHANNA. If you're not under the I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA, you're simply not under the truth. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh shout all the brothers. Yahweh Shema al Thaba Hashem, Yahweh shout all the sisters. This is Friday night's Lashawan Qadash. Officer Qadash Shapar doing a class on vocabulary. We still have this on the board from last week. While you guys sign in here, I'll do a little talking, let you guys understand. From week to week, we're going to try to give something different. We had an extensive talk about the number system last week. Pretty good class. So as you sign in, just let me know. Let's get into class and let's participate. Let's see here. In our chat, open the browser here. There we go. Okay, good. You guys have any questions, and put them in the chat. We're going to go over the vocabulary a little bit. We're going to go into the dates and the year. We'll try to announce every year, date, month, and year in class. Explain it on the board. Show you what we're doing, so you have a good idea of how to write your own dates, your own months, own year, at least in the Hebrew. And we may translate it, and I'll get your chance to write your name on the board so we can see you in class participation. Glad to join you. Friday night class in I.S.U.P.K. Well, only the truth is taught here in the I.S.U.P.K. Where we started out teaching the truth in 1969 on this side of the map on commanding General YAHANNA. There's no other place in the world where you're going to get this information that tells about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, or natives, that we are the lost 12 tribes as outlined in Deuteronomy 28, the 68th chapter on slave ships. Sister Adrian, she's the first name I'll put on the board. Glad to have you here, sister. Adrian Ferguson. She's always in class on time. Got her on YouTube here as we race the board. Give you a chance that under commanding General YAHANNA, it's the only place where you're going to get the truth. So you might as well come and get a flyer. We'll be downtown speaking in in Greenville, South Carolina tomorrow. I believe it's at 1 o'clock with the officers here and the troopers. The young men will be out blazing on the platform to bring the Most High's truth with the priests and prophets of the Most High. I can't believe the Officer Natazah and the officers, Officer Dawada, and all of the other officers, the leaders of our camp, South Carolina. That's what we do here. And that's where South Carolina is on the move, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're in Lashawan Qadash class here right now. I think the first thing we'll do here, let's put up, let's see. Oh, it's blurred there. Let that get a little unclear. They're sort of blurred. I guess it adjusts to me as I move. So, but anyway. There we go. Let's see here, so I can see something here. Yeah, okay. A little difficulties here. We'll get it together. I know you guys have a long time. There we go. Working here over the weekend. Hope we can see the board pretty good. But anyway, in the Lashawan Qadash class, this is the date of 6/26/2020. We'll write that out here in Hebrew so we can find out. We'll write the week first here in Hebrew. We'll write the, let me see, make sure I got it right here. Yeah, that's right. The week, we'll write the day of the week. Yeah, the day of the week, I mean, it's the, let's see, the sixth day, that means it's Friday, day 6. But of course in Hebrew, we're going to write, for that, we're going to write Yawam. Then we'll write, of course, Sister Adrian, or whoever's in class, yeah. If you got it in your mind there to tell me how you say 6 in Hebrew, you go ahead, I'll put it on that line as soon as you get it. Write in your chat there and tell me how you write 6. And then we'll write Day Yawam. How do you write 6 in Hebrew there? And then we'll write the sixth day of the week. But how do you write that in Hebrew? 6. Because we went over that last week. I just had it on the board, as a matter of fact, Sister Adrian, and a few others that's in class right now. We use the word ha, because that's what the means. We're going to use it as a preposition, because we're going to have ha, then we're going to write sha, ba, shabai, y. Okay? Very good. Very good, Sister Adrian. So she said, matter of fact, let me put that in blue. Put down what she has right there. She's right on it. Sha. Very good, Sister Adrian. Very good. Starting off in class 100% right there. So we have week. Well, it's the day of the week is what it is, because we have the day of the month, the day of the year, but this time we're writing the 6th day of the week, which is actually, the 6th day of the week is, some people call it Friday. But it is in this Hebrew, in this captivity that we're in. But in Hebrew, of course, I'll put the characters back up at 22 characters, just in case you guys have a difficulty. There, you can see them a little bit. Difficulty missing them there. If you look real close there, let's see if I can get that a little closer. Sorry for the adjustments there. There. There we go. I think you can see it from there. But 6/26/20. So far we've written the 6th part. It's the 6th day of the week, which people call Friday. We have Trooper Aban. We'll write his name on the board. Trooper Aban. Watch the young brother get raised up in here. Remember when I was a trooper? A lot of fun. Anyway, make sure you get a pencil and paper like we do every class so we can learn, guys. Get in a book, like that's how I write my notes. You see, that's how I keep up with things. I write them down. That way, that's what we want to get used to in the I.S.U.P.K, is to write things down so you get used to the understanding of how things are done. And you'll be able to, when a person goes over like myself, Officer 50, could be 500, could be 1,000. But when they're teaching any class, always keep a note on it so you'll have a good idea of how things are done later on. Just recall it. So, anyway, week. So we say Yawam for the day. Yawam for the week. Yawam. That's the day. Day what? day Shasha. Okay, now we put Ha, the sixth day of Shabawai. Week is spelled Shabawai. Okay? Shabawai. So we say over here, we'll translate that, we'll say Sha, Ba, and we'll go ahead and put the Hebrew on there, and then we'll put Y. So we're saying Sha right here, individual, independently connected with no connection, just independently pronounced. Then we'll have Ba, there's the B, Ba. Let me put this over here. Shaba, but we have to put this I in here also. Shabai. So we have to pronounce that with a dependent connector here. That's the B and the I. And then of course we have Wa. Looks like that. This is Paleo Hebrew, by the way. Paleo. You know, that's the original language base. Paleo. And then of course we're going to use the I sound. So we say So Shabai Y. Now let's break this down here. In Paleo Hebrew, of course I'll erase that, so make sure you guys get that on the board there so I can have room to write the rest of it. I'm just trying to go over the days, then we'll go over some vocabulary like we talked about last week. And of course, Sha. Let's use a different color for the connectors. Make sure you guys understand that. Sha. That is the Hebrew. This is Paleo Hebrew, and I'll get to the Syrian in a second here. And then we have, that's this whole word. And our Hebrew character, Sha, that's right here. That character right there. Sha. Okay? Just in case you can't see it there it is right there. That character. Sha. That one, that red one there, Sha. Okay? Now, that's independently pronounced, Shabai. Then you're going to need a ba. But that ba has to be connected with that I to make that sound, by. So that's why we put a dependent connector right there, Shabai. Okay? We're talking about Shabai Y. Then we're talking about Wa. The Wa sound, Ha, Wa. There's the Wa right there. The Wa. You can see it right there. That's Paleo. Then you have to have the I. And there's the I sound right here. Y. So, Shabawai. That means week. So, it's the sixth day, or Yawam Shasha Ha Shabawai. That's how you say the sixth day of the week. Okay? And as it goes on, it's going to pretty much, well, anyway, when you use the word Ha, Ha just has one sound there, Ha. So you don't, you can put right there, Ha, but that's all that's there. So you know to pronounce it independently, right? Ha. That is the preposition for the week. I'm sorry. So I put it in front of Shabai so I can say the week. That's what it's used for. I could just say the sixth week or the Shasha week, but you want to say in our broken language that we have here in America, we usually use a preposition like the to go in front of it to kind of make English sense, but because we're learning to speak Hebrew also. Okay, Shasha. So Shasha is just like this. Sha. So it's Sha, independently connected. Shasha. Okay? That's Shasha. I should have done it in red so we can be consistent here. But we'll go back because we're always doing the Paleo in red and the Syrian in blue. And Yawam, that means day. That's how you say day. So it's Yah. We go over here and find the Yah. What the heck is Yah? How was I looking at it? There, right here, right there. That Yah. Look like a laid down Z with a kickstand on it. Yah. That's this right here. That's that much of it. And then we have Wah. Wah. Right here. It looks like that. But since you want the Wah and the M to be connected, well, let's do that then. So where's the M right here? There's the M right there. That's the M. That's what an M looks like. Like that. So you have independent Yah, then you have Wam. That's how that's broken down. So we got it down. We have it in Hebrew, so make sure you write this Hebrew down in your notes here in the Paleo, because I'll write right up under the Syrian, and I'll erase that, and then I'll keep the week there, the week, then I go on further till we get it done. But I'm not going to have enough room on the board to get it all done. But I want to make sure it's big on the board so you guys understand. I'll give you about a few seconds to write that down. So we have, like I said again, Shasha, Ha, Shabawat, Yawam, Day 6. We can say, I guess I could have said, we could have said something like this: Shal, the day 6 of. We could have said of here, if I wanted to. Of would have been a word called shal. See if I got enough room to write that word here. Shasha. I could have wrote the word shal here. I think I may have enough room. Shal. That means of in Hebrew. So right here, if you see this right here, see, y'all may have enough room to write it. If you say the 6th, day 6 of the week, or the 6th day of the week, how you want to arrange it, but that's how I wrote it down. Day 6 of the week. You can arrange this a little bit. You can say the 6th day of the week. I just say day 6 of the week. Okay, hope that didn't confuse you, but shal would be translated. Let's go ahead and put Wah, move this over here so we have some room. Shah, independent connectors right there. And then when I want to write a Ban Kawah, all right. Officer of 500, one of the officers join in. We know that we're an exciting class when the officers join in. Officer of Ban Kawah, learning Hebrew. Strong officer of 500, strong in the school right here. One of the brothers I learned under. Officer of Ban Kawah, very good. And we'll write shal here, and then to translate shal to be shah. Let's use ha. Let's get ha out of the way a little bit over here. Right there. Ha. That goes to that. And if I want to write shal of, I'll write shah. It's right here. All right, shah. We'll do the shah first. It goes all the way over here. There'll be a W looking look right there. That sound is actually shah. Then, of course, you have to write an L. You have to put them together. So where's the L? Let's put it's right there. In Hebrew, it'll look just like that. So you put them together, put a dependent connector to make them go together, and that's shal, of. So make sure you guys get that in your notes, because like I said, I'll erase that. I'll do it in Assyrian right quick, so you guys can let's do it in blue, so you guys can get an understanding of what the Syrian looks like. It's on the board. All you have to do is just translate it right there. It's really not too hard. The Syrian is just a chicken scratch look of that. I don't know why people get excited over it. It's nothing much. It's just there. Okay. We have Shah, then we have Ba, then we have Y. We have I. Okay. Then we go over here, we have Shah in Hebrew. Then we have the I sound that will be here again. Make sure, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, and then I'm writing, like I said, I'm writing them now in Assyrian. I'm writing this, the 6th day, day 6 of the week. I'm writing it in Assyrian now, okay? Then we have the same thing over here. Over here, then we have an L. It'll look a little different, almost the same. Look like that, look like some sort of 3, but that's how it looks. Then we have, this is the language that we learn in our captivity, you know, of course. Then we have, make sure you guys write those connectors down for that Assyrian. I mean for the paleo, so you'll know how to pronounce it. Then over here we have, remember that the Yah is up in the air like that. Then we have another Wah over here. Then we have an M sound. In this case, it'll be the ending connector. It'll be the ending connector. I mean the ending character right here. So make sure you put this M here that I got an arrow pointed to instead of doing this M. Instead of doing the M right here, that M, you don't do this one. Not at the end of the word. At the end of the word, you always put this one, that M, okay? So I'll erase that. I'll try to write them down neat. Matter of fact, I'll use the same colors that we have on the board so you can easily find it. Kind of going slow here, guys, so you can find it, put it in your notes. We'll do it again right here. There you go. And that's translated. The week. Shabawai. What day of the week is it? Well, it's Shasha, 6. Yawam. What day? Yawam. 6 Yawam. Shal of Hashabawai. Of the week. That's the correct way to write in Paleo and Assyrian. Okay? We'll give you another few seconds to write that down, and then we're going to move on to the, see what we're going to do next. We're going to say, we're going to say the month. We'll say what month it is. We're going to say the day of the month. We'll show how to say the month, and we'll show you how to say the day of the month. Give you guys another 15 seconds to write that down so you can understand Hebrew, how things are done and written, in the format in which it's written in. Okay, give you guys a chance to write that down. I think you about got it. In Assyrian, we'll move on to the month. Okay? And if you guys need to roll it back later on to write the Assyrian for that, that's fine. But I'm going to, I don't think I have enough room. I don't know, let's see. I might. Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna have, because it's gonna get down too low there. So we'll erase the Paleo and the Hebrew right here. Get your notes. Like I said, give it another few seconds. I hope you guys have that written. Okay? So we'll erase the Paleo. Give you a few more seconds to write the Assyrian. But that's how you write. And pretty much you want to keep that because it's typical. The only thing you really would change is that day. Everything else would be the same. 6th day of the week, 7th day of the week, 1st day of the week, Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Kamash. It don't matter. They're all going to be typical, looking the same, except for the number that Sister Adrian came up with, Shasha. We're going to give you guys chances to do it again, to come up with some more numbers to fill in the blanks from last week's class. So we had an extensive class in number search where we learned to count to at least 1,000. I mean, you know, you can go on 10,000 for that, 20,000. It's always going to be the same. Okay. the Syrian, we go ahead and erase that. Okay. Erase there. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to write the month. We're going to write the day of the month. This is important. It's good to know how to communicate in Hebrew. Adrian Khan, sir. All right, yeah. Thank you, Sister Adrian. All right. It'll be, the day will be the same. Day will be the same again. It'll be Yawam. There's no surprise there. Be Yawam. Yawam. Okay? What day? But we're going to go the day of the month this time. This is where I will say the day, then I'm going to say of. I'm going to say the. And then we're going to say month. Yeah. We're going to say month. And then we're going to say it'll be the day of the month is the 26th. I believe that's right. I think that's right. Yeah. 26. So we're going to give you guys a chance to put your thinking cap on in class. You check here. Yeah. Now we can always adjust it. Yeah, it's June 26th. Now, it's also the 6th, Shashah, the 6th month also. But we're going to write down what day it is. Then we're going to write down the the day of the month is the 26th, so we'll write it, we'll record what that is. The month, I go ahead and give that to you, is Shashah. Sister Adrian has written that before. It just happens to be Shashah again, just like Friday. Just happened. It could be July, but this is June. So it's January, February, March, April, May, June, the 6th month, Shashah. Okay, Shashah what? And how you say month would be Shashah Qadash. So, you know, I'll write it over here. The month. Well, we'll write it down over here when we get to it. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's look at the board here real quick. Let's see if the scholars are paying attention here. If I want to use the word Yawam, it'll be day. If I want to use of, the day of, how would you say of in Hebrew? We just talked about it a few seconds ago. How would you say of? Write it down in your chat, guys. It's written right on the board, actually. How would you say of in Hebrew? Just want to make sure that I communicated correctly. To make sure. How would you say of in Hebrew? We'll wait for you guys in the chat. Participate. We're going to say the month is Shashah. Shashah Qadash. 6th month. Shashah Qadash. How would you say of? That's what we're looking for right there. How you say of in Hebrew. There we go. Yes, there you go. Sister Adrian has down, I think she got it first. She says shawl. She's exactly right. Because there it is right there, shawl. So put that down in your notes. Make sure you say that. That is a sort of like the year of that. It's sort of like a preposition, I guess. Yeah, like if I would say the month is a noun, and I want to say it's like a preposition before, not an adjective. It's more like I guess I'm not I'm thinking more. I know it's a preposition because the, so it'd be more like a preposition. Shawl. Okay, very good. And then, of course, I go ahead and do the ha. The is ha. Make sure you write that down in your notes, guys. We're saying the month, Qadash, 6 month, or June for this matter. I'll write June above there so you guys can see it. So you guys don't have no misunderstanding. Qadash, Yawam, the day of the Shal, the ha. Now we're going to say month 26. I mean the month, the day of the month is what? We're going to say the day of the month. The month, of course, is Qadash, because we wrote it down over here. Qadash. The day of the month. And then we can say, if we wanted to, we can put in another. Let me see. Can I do that? We'll say the day of the month, 26th. I don't want to get things too complicated. I just say day of the month, the 26th. So how will we say it in Hebrew? Well, we'll say, let's see, Adrian and Aban and Aban Korah. I'm going to give you some of it, then I'm going to let you guys come up with the rest. The 26th, let's put it in red here. See if we can help me out here. Help the teacher out. We're going to say, Shasha, Shah, and then how would you say, she said, Adrian's right on it, boy. But Adrian, I want you to turn it around. Instead of Asharam, Shasha, say Shasha Asharam. It's the 26. I guess you can say 26, that's because that's how we speak it. But if you want to say 26, you want to be able to use Asharam as 20 base. Asharam, 7 plus 6, 6 plus 20. In this case, 8 plus 20. Shamonah, in this case, it's Shasha. Just turn it around, you'll be fine. You don't even have to change it on your chat. But Asharam, we'll put it. Man, do we got enough room here? Yeah, let's see. Asharam. Jesus. Make sure I got it spelled right here. Myself. Asharayam. There we go. Okay? And the reason why we do that is because if I wanted to write, you always take the base number of 2 and act like that's a 20. Because that's what it is, of course. You know that in school. So Asharam goes last, and then you say, we just do it backwards because that's the way it's done in Hebrew. The 6 plus 20. Well, we said in English, 26. It's exactly the other way. That's all you got to do. But you're exactly 100% right. Just turn it around. That's not a problem. Appreciate that. Get that sister hand there. That's good. That's very good. For Adrian right there. Okay. And of course, we did the translations on this already above there. We really don't have to go over that of writing it all in Hebrew. I don't know. Let's see. But anyway, June is Qadash. It's a 6 month. So when you say in the Bible or in when you read the Tanakh, as we read it in class, when you're reading the Tanakh, and you'll see this, Qadash. That's what it means. It's trying to say the 6th month. It could say the 14th day. It could say something like 10th day, 14th day, could say anything, but the point is, it's going to spell out one of those, let me see here. It's going to spell out a month of the day, because that's the way the Most High came to us and told us how to do things. He used these months and days that we have on the board right here. So we say stuff like, he may say, Arabai, Asherah. You may see that, Arabah, Asherah, that's the 14th day. And he may say, Shal HaKadash. He is it of the month. You may see that in the Holy Tanakh that we have right here, that we use when we read out of. You may see those words in there. That's what you're reading. We read them sometimes on Sabbath here, Sabbath class. That's what we have. That's what we be reading. But anyway, I'm not going to go through the translation of these in Assyrian. We did it before. We may do the next one or something, or some vocabulary. But the point is, you get the point. The point is, you use your vocabulary up here. Like I'll say, for instance, if you were using ha, again, like I said, you go here. Ha, independently pronounced. Shal, you'll have here. Yes, dependent connectors right there going on, because the shal and la depending on each other. You have to do that together. And of course, Qadash, you have we may want to do Qadash, since we haven't done that one. It'll be looking like this in the paleo, right there. Ka, the whole word, ka. Then you have a da. That's this. That's da. See the da down there. Then you have sha. They're coming back again with this. So how would you do that? You have ka, independent connector. Then you have dash together. The da, you drop the a because you don't need it. It would be dasha. But you need dash. When you hear that dash sound, you usually drop the a and write a dependent connector right there. That's how it's done. Okay? Dash. Of course, we might as well go do that one here. Yah. There's a Yah right there. Okay? So we're on the board. And then you have Wah. You have a Wah sound right there. Wah. And then, of course, the ending connector, you're going to have to use a M right here. That M. Can you see that? Let's see. We'll bring it down, the board down a little bit. Yeah, you can see it that a little bit better there. Okay, yeah, that M. I think you can see it right there. But anyway, it'll look like this. Okay, it'll be that M, because it's the ending character there for that word, and that ending character say you must use another type of M to make that happen. So that's how it looks. I didn't do Shasha, Sharam. I guess I can, but I don't know if I have room here. Let's see. Shasha, Shasha, Sha, Sha. Then you have I, Sha. I don't even have enough room here. That's what I was afraid of. I, Sha. Then we have Ra right here. Right there. Then we have Yah. We have a Yah sound. Right, who's my Yah? Oh, right here. The other Yah. Oh, Lord. Got enough room here, yeah, got enough. Yah. Then we have to do the ending. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You don't need the end connecting over here. I'm sorry. This is paleo. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's right here. I apologize to you. Right there. Make sure you make a correction right here. You just use a regular in there because this is Paleo. This is not Assyrian. Apologize. And then we go here. Okay? Caught it when I was over there. So you have Shasha, I, independent connector, Sha, you need a connector, Shar, Shara, Sha, Ra, nope, Sha, I, Sha, Ra, then you need Yum. There we go. So we say Shasha, Shasha, I, independent connected, Sha, independent connected, not Shara, it's I, Sha, Ra, Yum. I, Sharayam. Now I guess when I think about it, I, Sharayam, Shara. You can say that, but use it. I'm gonna be safe and use independent connected on this. I, Sha, Ra, Yum. So I, Sha, Ra, Yum. Some people might try to say it fast, but that's not how you want to do that. It's not I, Sharayam. I, Sharayam. You don't want to do that. It's I, Sharayam. Sha, Ra, Yum. So independent, then you have connected there. Okay? We'll give you guys a chance to write that down, and we'll move on to the year. We'll move on to the year. But make sure you guys copy these in your notes. That is the 6th month, Shasha Qadash. Day of the month, Yawam Shal Ha Qadash Shasha Asharam Asharayam. Shasha Qadash. That's the 6th month. 6th month is June, of course. The day, Yawam, the day of the month is 26. So you'll say Yawam Shal Ha Qadash Shasha Asharayam. Give you a chance. That's Paleo. I'm not going to go through the Syrian because all you have to do from there, well, it would help to put the connectors on here. Yah-Wam. There we go. Kind of hard to run out of room there. And over in Yawam, Yah by itself, independent connector. Then, of course, you have Wam. Wa, then Ma. And, of course, if I was doing this in just to do one in Assyrian, to show you what I meant with that ending character right there. And, of course, Asharayam the same way. It's Yah, like that. Then it's Wa, like that. We're going to put this up top here, make sure it doesn't come, it can't be down on that level. That's why this one is way up in the air. Right here. Yah. Make this kind of lost me there on that one. Some people make it looks like that on that. Okay, and then we have here, we have it looking like this. The ending character for that in Assyrian, and this is the Assyrian right here. Assyrian. The Syrian is Yah-Wam. You have to use that M, not this M. You don't want to use that M. Because the M occurs at the end of the word, you use that M. So get used to doing that, and you'll be on your way to trying to get the Lashawan Qadash perfected. Okay? All right. We'll go ahead and erase that. Give you a few more seconds, guys, to write that down, put in your notes. What we're learning every week when we come in, I'll have this. I'm just taking my time this time. I'm not going to go through this every week, but I will have the week, the month, and day, and I just have fill-in blanks, and I'll let you guys fill it in. So, you know, you'll know the date. You know the day of the day of the week, which pretty much is going to be Shasha. It's on Friday. Friday night, Lashawan Qadash class is on Friday. That's the 6th day of the week. In Hebrew, we say Shasha. Excuse me. Then we'll have the month, and I have the same this, and I want you guys to fill that in, whatever it is. See if you guys can do it from your memory notes there, and then especially fill this in, that day, whatever it is. It's going to change. So get your notes out and make sure that you copy that. Give you guys about 10 more seconds to write that down. Glad you guys can join us here in Lashawan Qadash class, where we're learning brand new words all the time. We're learning to figure out what's going on in class, how to write things. So we'll go ahead and erase this. Okay, and we'll do the last one, and then we'll move on to some vocabulary words, and then we have more time, we'll move on to something else. But let's see. Yeah, we'll move the translation off there because kind of gets in the way of what we're doing here. Matter of fact, I may have to move this for a second. Okay, let's do the last one. The last one is going to be for this particular study. We'll have the year. What year is this? What year is this supposed to be? Well, we're going to find out. It's going to be 2020. And we're going to find out how we say that. So the year, so we'll have year. I'll put it over here. Year of this. It's the year of 2020. All right. we're gonna go ahead and give you what year says. We'll put it in blue here so we'll see it a little better. When you change colors for some reason, people see it better. Year. Year in Hebrew is pronounced Shana. Shana. Okay? Shana. Okay? And of course, like we said before, people in class already know, we didn't said it 2 times. Shal is how you say of. Year of. Now, let's see. Now that you know, we'll give you guys a tackle here. Since you learned last week we were in class, how do you say 2020? 2000, or actually, you know, it's not 2000. It's really, yeah, I guess 2020. How would you say it? I don't want to confuse you, because how would you say 2020? I'll put it that way. I'm not going to say it straight out because the word itself is actually 2020. But how would you say 20,020? 20,020. That's what it is. But that's how you said the year. Like, but it's really 2020. But as we're going to say, how do you say? Let me just go ahead and give it to you because I don't want to confuse nobody. Let's just go ahead and do that one. Because that's kind of tricky there. I don't want to get you. We're just going to go ahead and do it. It's like this. Ashara, Yum. It don't matter which way you say this, it's going to come out right. We're going to have alap. Okay. Do I got enough room to write that? Well, we'll write it slightly above it. Hate doing that. And then we'll write it again. Yum. Okay? What that is saying is, I'm just writing it how Yum. Yeah, very good, Sister Adrian. I'm writing it down how it's written in English because it's a tricky, in real life that's like 2020. But we're going to say 2020 or I.S.U.P.K, so that's 20. And then 1,000 because it is 1,000. We're going to say a lot is 1,000. That's how you say it. And 20. So it's 2020. Okay? I.S.U.P.K. If you want to say 2021, you say I.S.U.P.K, Allah, Akkad, I.S.U.P.K. That'd be 1 in 20. But we're not saying that, we're saying 2020. You want to say 2022, you say I.S.U.P.K, Allah. Boy, I got that spell wrong. Allah. There. Allah. Yeah. Allah. I.S.U.P.K, Allah. I.S.U.P.K. Get some spelling going on here, right? Got things jumbled. That's why I hate doing things jumbled up. Can't get it. There we go. I-S-H-A-R-A-Y. Hope I didn't confuse nobody. I-S-H-A-R-A-Y. I-S-H-A-R-A-Y. Allah. I-S-H-A-R-A-Y. That's 2020. That's how we'll say it, 2020. I don't want to get into 2020 because that'll mess things up. But that's because this is the way the Americans write it. That's the captivity. And so we say 20,020. 2021, 20,021. 1999, it's 1998. We can say it there. We'll say it exactly the way the oppressors teach us their months. So we have to be able to relate to that. So we say 2020, 20,020. So we write it that way. Okay? All right, we'll give you guys a chance to write that down, then we'll move on. Give you a few seconds to write that one down. Hope you guys are enjoying class and understanding. Give you a chance to write that one down. Okay? All right. Very good. Okay, well, we got it written down, but this is what we're going to see every week. Pretty much, but like I said, it's going to be written in a format to all we got to do is fill in the blanks. I won't have to do this every time. I just did this for sake of writing it out. Let's recap. Let's go the 6th week. Yawam. Shasha. The 6th day of the week. So it's the 6th of the week. Friday. The 6th day of the week. Or day 6 of the week. Or you can say it a little different if you want to. So that'll be Yawam Shasha. Shalha. Shabai Y. Or you can say you can say Ha. Ha Shabawa. Or you can say Ha. The day. Ha Yawam. Shasha. Shalha Shabai Y. You can say all that. There's a shorter way you can say that, but basically you get the idea. You can turn that anyway. Just as long as you write the Hebrew from right to left, you're good to go. Okay? Let's write month. Let's recap before we erase it off the board. June. Well, June is the 6th, just happened to be Shasha. Shasha what? Shasha Qadash. Month means Qadash. Over here, okay? All right. Then we have Shasha Qadash. Yawam. Day of the month is 26. Make sure you guys have written that down, I'm sorry. It's 26. And 26 is Shasha Asharam. Okay? And there's all kinds of preposition and possessive adjectives you can add to things to enhance them. But in Tanakh, they pretty much speak plain, straightforward. real quick there, real fast, so you can understand what's going on. They don't use a whole lot of things that's unnecessary in the Tanakh. I guess that's the way our forefathers wrote. But for you can understand it, if they said something like Qadash, Yawam Qadash, the day of the month, and they may skip all that. They may just say Yawam Qadash, Shalam. I would understand it. You should too. But a way of writing, and it's what we're doing. The month, Qadash, day, Yawam, of, Shal, the, Ha, it's a preposition. Month, Qadash. What month? The month, Ha, Qadash. Preposition. What? 26 days, Shalam. Okay, and of course the final one is the year. Before we move on here. Year of 2020. Shana. Year. Of. Shal, that's what we've been using. Shal. Asharam. Allah Asharam. That's 20,020. 2020. Okay? That's just, don't get too hung up on this right here. That's just the way it's written. They write it. I mean, I can think of, really, that's like I said again, it's 2020 because you fill the space, but we don't want to kind of put it that way. We want to say 2020. Like they said, 20,020. Okay? Whatever that means. So we'll go ahead and erase some top up here so we can move on to some vocab. And now we got the day of the year. We got all that. Lashawan Qadash class on Friday. My name is Officer Qadash, Officer 50, teaching out of South Carolina here. Under Commanding General YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up and are indeed de facto 12 tribes of Israel. Established 1969, where we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, any other group. It's not under I.S.U.P.K. As a matter of fact, under Commanding General YAHANNA, established 1969, you're not under the truth. So get in this truth. Get the I.S.U.P.K. Find out how to speak Lashawan Qadash. Find out how to break the breakdowns in the Bible. Find out, brothers and sisters. Find out, and your children, get your family. Find out how to do things correctly here in the I.S.U.P.K. Under Commanding General YAHANNA, established 1969, or you won't understand the truth. This is the only truth that you have in front of you. Coming from the Bible, using the King James Version of the Bible, 1611. And right now I'm teaching the Lashawan Qadash class to the best of this little knowledge that I have. Hope that I'm doing okay. Trying to get things perfected as I move on and on each time. Trying to be consistent. If I make a mistake, bear with me. I'll probably usually catch it. If I don't, put it in the chat. Hey, sir, you left the A out. You left the, I'll probably recall it real easily. Writing things out, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be as perfected as I can there trying to write it, okay? Now we'll move on. We're going to do something here. And class, we're going to do vocabulary. Vocabulary helps you speak. So if you write these words down, it helps you begin to converse back and forth to be able to write things. We'll entertain some stuff like we'll start with father. And of course, if you start with father, then you must start with mother. You must do mother over here too. So we'll do mother over here. We'll do some two sides over here. Okay? So father in Hebrew is, of course, we'll have Abba. We're going to use another pen here. we're going to use, I should have used black. We'll use Abba. Ah, ba. In other words, it's ah, okay, then it's ba. Or in Assyrian, it'll be ah, ba. Ah, ba. Independent connector, Abba. That's how you say father in Hebrew. Okay? And in Assyrian, we'll have the Syrian right here. We'll have the Paleo right there. Okay? Well, I don't want to put that P there. People get that confused. Let's just I should have just, as a matter of fact, let me put it in red like it's supposed to be so you'll understand it. I want to get unconfusion. Say ah, ba. As a matter of fact, I'll put the alphabet back on the board so you guys can see it. Okay, good. I'll put the alphabet back on the board so you guys can see it. I mean, characters, I'm sorry. So you can see it, so you'll be able to pick them out yourself if you have to. Abba. Okay? And we'll write so we'll go over here, that's father. We'll go over here and write mother. It's Amma. Ah. We'll use this letter. We'll use this right here. Amma. Ah. Ma. Almost sound like mama. It's Amma. This is Abba. Amma. Make sure you say them right when you're talking to your mother and your father. But that's it. That's how you say it. So in Syrian, Paleo, I'm sorry. Ah. Okay. And then ma. Like that. Ah, ma. Okay. And then, and if you want to say it in Assyrian, is ah. That character. You find that character right there. This character right here is sort of faded out there, riding it in the car. So, look like that. Okay, now you're gonna have an ending character here. So we're gonna use green, because that's the ending character right there. That M. You gotta pay attention to this M right there. When an ending character is noted, if you notice it's in green here, all the ones in green, you have to make sure you pay attention to the Hebrew characters to make sure that you understand how to write that. Okay, so that's father and mother. As we move on, let's write grandfather. Let's see what a grandfather looks like. Grandfather. Grandfather. Okay? Let's write grandfather. Let's see what that looks like. Grandfather, Sabah. So we write Sabah. Guys, write these down in your notes because, it takes a while sometimes to get these down pat. So you're going to have to make sure you write them. Take them in your notes, like I said. The grandmother is, we'll say, let's do, got enough room here? We'll put a divider down there. Just so you guys can see the difference between the female and the male, the way you do it. Grandmother, that's the only reason why I put a divide there, so you can see there's a difference between grandfather and grandmother. They say it different. Quite naturally, you would know that. It's Sabatha. So we're going to say Sabah. Woo. You spell it right. Yeah, Sabatha. Sabatha. Okay? Sabatha. Okay? Sabatha. I may not translate every last one of these. I'm just trying to get you to understand what the transliteration is. Okay? Then we'll have another word. That is what? Grandmother and grandfather. So let's do a great, well, let's see. How do we want to do this? Let me see what I want to do. Yeah. Let's do great grandson. Let's do a great grandson. Let's see what it looks like. Great grandson. Okay. What is a great grandson? How's that translated? Gadol Nayan. I'm going to say Gadol. Okay. Nayan. That's how you say that in Hebrew. Gadol Nayan. Okay. All right. So far we have Abba. Well, let's write the great granddaughter before we start talking there a little bit. The great granddaughter. You'll have fun. The great granddaughter. Let me see. Make sure I got this right. Yeah, great granddaughter. Yeah, that's right. Great grand, and then we'll have daughter up here. The great granddaughter. Boy, that's an H missing there. D-A-U. Okay, D-A-U-H-T-E-R. That's better. The great granddaughter. D-A-U-G. That's right. T-E-R. The great granddaughter is Gadol. We'll just write it down. Gadol Nayata. So we'll say Gadol. Do we got enough room here? Man. It's always never enough room. Nayana. Instead of Nayanan, it said Nayana. We'll see if we can write it here. Na, ya, na. Okay? Na, ya, na. That's right. All right. That's how that's done. So one's a Gadol Na Nayan, but the granddaughter over here was Gadol Nayana. Okay? We'll have Officer Shar join us in class. Right on, get his name on the board right there. So far, you know, we did, I ain't gonna have enough room to do all the translations. I did one for specific. So you can do your own translations if you like. I mean, you know, we don't have enough room really. I may do a couple for your translation. Like I said, Father, Abba. Abba. Independent connected. Then it's Abba and Syrian, of course. Amma. The mother is called Amma. Amma. Independent connector. Amma. The ending character for the, because it's an M, and that M ending character is right there, ama. So, yeah. Okay? But make sure you write these down in your notes. And then grandfather is Sabah. That's what he called Sabah. So you say, hey, granddad, grandfather. You say, Sabah. How you doing today? Tawab? Good. How you doing today? Yawam. So, you know, that's Sabah. Then when you say, hey, grandma, how you doing today? Give her a big hug, you know. And give daddy a big hug, granddaddy a big hug. You say Sabatha. Big difference. Do not say Sabatha when you're talking to grandfather. You say Sabah. Over here, grandmother, you make sure you put that thigh on the end. Over here, Sabatha. Don't get them twisted. Make sure, that's why I put a line right here so you'll know the difference. Big old line. So you'll understand the difference. Father side, mother side. Grandmother, granddaughter, grandfather, great-grandson, great-granddaughter. So you'll understand, okay? Let's go and write, say we wrote the grandmother, great-granddaughter. Let's see, what did we write? The great-grandmother, did we do that one? The grandmother, we wrote grandmother. We'll write the great. Did I do that one? Let's see. What did I wrote here? Grandmother. I wrote the mother, the grandmother, great-granddaughter. Let's write the great-grandmother and great-grandfather. Let's do that one. Let's do that one, then we'll move on to a different one there. We'll write the great-grandfather. Great grandfather. Right there. Okay? Great grandfather. Well, see, now he's like, you're going to say great-grandfather, then you say Gadol. That's what great means, Gadol. But this time you use Sabah, because he's the grandfather. He's a great-grandfather, so you say Gadol Sabah. Starting to make sense, right? Just like that. Okay? Gadol Sabah. Put that down. In the writings, we're going to say the great grandmother in a second here. If that's the case, if I say great, let's see if we can get some class participation here. Great grandma, great grand mother. Okay, then I'm going to have to erase off the board here in a second because we just simply don't have enough room, especially for translations here. If I was to write great grandmother, let's see how we do that. See if anybody online know how they would do that using already what we have. See if anybody online knows. We know. I mean, we're going to have something and something for great-grandmother. I think you have everything you need on the board to write great-grandmother. If you guys write it in the chat, it don't matter who it is. Anybody can write something in the chat for great-grandmother. We know for great-grandfather, we wrote Gadol Sabah. Gadol Sabah. For great-grandmother, what would you write? Give you guys a chance to write that in. Give you about 10 seconds, 15. We'll put it in red. See who's going to do it first. We'll put it in green. Great grandmother. Everything on the board you have. you can see how to write it. Like I said, I wrote grandmother, Sabatha, and I wrote great-granddaughter, Gadol Nayana. So how would you write great-grandmother? Everything you need on the board is right in front of you. To reiterate, great-grandfather was Gadol Sabah. So how would you write great-grandmother? Everything's in front of you. Adrian wrote Gadol Sabatha. I believe that is perfect. Give our sister a hand. Everybody out there, give her some hand clap. Sister Adrian, right on it. Gadol Sabatha. I think she's catching on very well. That's exactly how you write it. Gadol Sabatha. Even spelled it right. So it's Gadol. Gadol is how you say great, sorry. It's how you say great. Okay? Gadol. You want to say grandmother, it's Sabatha, and that's what she's done. So it's Gadol Sabatha. If you want to write grandmother, just Sabatha by itself. But when we say great, it's Gadol Sabatha. Sabatha. Like that. Okay? Very good, Adrian. she's on it, boy. She's pretty good. And I'm gonna erase this off the board. We give you guys a chance to write that. Then I erase it off the board, and we'll move on to some more vocabulary because I simply don't have room enough to do all the translations and all of the. That's why I did one of them so you guys can see how it's done, and I'll translate some more as we get up to the top here because I don't want to get all the way out of the board. We have our vocabulary here. Our characters here, and it's hard to write it, to utilize the board in that way. Okay. All right. And as we write, all right, let's go ahead and erase that off the board. We'll start up here with Father and let you guys write so you can be writing that down in your notes. Always keep good notes because you never know when you see the vocabulary words again. Don't take it for granted. As we move on from week to week, we move on to other stuff. So maybe a long time before you see this again, unless you just want to play the video over again. I would write the notes down. That's what I would do. But that's it's good to have some vocabulary in your repertoire above doing this, so you'll understand the language a little better. Helps you input it. Okay? Wish I had a big enough board I could leave it up there, but we just simply don't. We run out. But we're going to write some more vocabulary here. Those were longer words. Gadol, Sabah, Gadol, Sabatha. And of course, granddaddy is Gadol, Sabah, Sabatha. So all you really got to do is put a tha on the end for the woman and Sabah for the man if you want to say grandfather. Pretty much. Father's Abba, grandson is Gadol Nayan. And let's put down what we would have for the word brother. And I think most people will have some of the, don't like to put people on the spot or anything, but if you know what brother means, put it in the chat right there. Anybody that wants to put it in there, and you pretty much know what brother means. And we'll put down sister over here. Sister. Okay. What does brother mean? How do you write it in Hebrew? I'm sorry. Most people put it down as this. Get something else, another pencil here. Get it right. say ark. You know, put this down. I'll use this one in red here. Ark. A-H-C-H. Ark. Well, of course, we'll translate ark. Let's translate that. Ark. It's ah. And then we're going to have a ka right here. That's ka sound. Ka, we just drop the A's off of there. I mean the A's, so it'll look like this. One sound. So that's why you put a dependent connector in there to make that one sound. Ah. Okay? See if I can find my other pencils there as we move on, but that's how pretty much how you write it. Ak. Okay? And of course in Assyrian, it'll look like this. Ak will look like this. Ak. And of course you have to go and do the same thing, only you have to go here. That ka sound. Just like that. It don't need any connectors because the Assyrian doesn't have connectors. Okay? So, ak. All right? Now we're going to write the sister. So to be, if you want to say Sister Adrian and the other sisters, you'd say akwaf. Ak. Waf. Akwaf. Okay? So one's ak and one akwaf. So if I say all the men, how about Shemi Haushai Barakatah? I'm talking to all the ak brothers. Akyim, all the plural. If I want to say all the sisters, all the akwaf. Akwaf. So we're going to say in Assyrian, man, I'm running out of red here. I'm going to have to use maybe another color here. I have to use the black over here, I guess. We're going to write it backwards, akwaf. So we have okay, then this, like that. We'll have a dependent connector on that, ak, because you want it all pronounced at the same time. But in this case, you're going to say waf. So you're going to say the wa sound right here. It'd be looking like this. Wa. Put it back over in here so you guys can see the alphabet there. I mean the characters. And then you have a tha sound laid down right there. See? That tha. So that would have to have a dependent connector. Well, like that. Okay, dependent connector. Okay, and if you want to put it in Assyrian, of course, you just simply translate it the same way. I mean, you know, you just go over here and you just say, ah, like that. Put it over here. Put it a line over there so you can see the difference. Ah, then you put a ka. Now, what ka you want to use? In Assyrian, same thing we used over here. Right there. Don't need any connectors or anything because Assyrian doesn't have that. That's why our language is more pure, because you can pronounce it better anyway. The Most High did it that way on purpose. Then you have wa, you have a wa right there, this wa. Then of course you have a tha. It looks just like this, like it does on the board, like that, okay? That's what it looks like in Assyrian. You have ak, waf here in Paleo, and Assyrian have ak, waf. Okay? Okay, we'll move on. I think we'll leave that on the board because the words are getting smaller so I can have some room for translation here. Let's write down son. How would you say son in Hebrew? Son. Vocabulary right there. Son. How's that done? And that's simply like when you write Ban, Yahawada, you're saying son of Judah. That's what you're saying. So son is simply Ban. Okay? All right? That's how it's written in Hebrew. And daughter is Banath. So let's write it here. Ba, daughter. Well, let's get ahead of ourselves. The daughter, D-A-G-H-T-E-R. See if I spelled that right. Daughter. D-A-U-G-H-T-R. Very good. Daughter. So make sure you write that down there. And it's Ba-Nath. We use a different color right there. Ba-Nath. Just like that. Okay? Daughter, son. Let's translate it because we got room to do it because the words are not that large. We'll go ahead and translate it. See, got a little time here. Well, let's do over here. We're gonna go bond. So we'll put it right here. Let's see, I may have room in, let's see, red. Definitely gotta get some more red. Bond. That's the B for it. Now you're gonna need an N. Oh, okay. So the N will look like this. So you want it dependently pronounced because that's what it's saying. Not ba'an or bana, it's ban. So it's one sound. So you need a dependent connector, bond, like that. Okay? That's the purpose of it. Bond. Okay? Then you want to say in Assyrian for that same word. We want to use a B over here like this, an Assyrian B, but this time, yeah, we got enough room. Let me erase this bond right here because might as well have it written right there. Let's move it over some. Planning is not that great today. Bond. Right there. Talking about son. Okay? In Assyrian, we'll put a line over here so you can see the difference. In Assyrian, we're talking about a son. You're going to need an ending connector here. It's found right here. Because the N is one of those ending connectors that you have to use. It's like the M. So we use stuff, it'll look like this. Little squiggly line like that. Something like that. That's bond. When you see that in the Tanakh, they're saying bond. Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharallah, son of Judah, son of Christ. Okay? Son of Israel, I'm sorry. Son of Judah, son of Israel. Ban. Okay? Dor, bana. Ba-na. So we're gonna say ba over here. Same thing. Ba. She's a banath. It's always some sort of feminine form of this word generally, like ak, akwath, ban, banach. It's always a feminine form there going on here. So, banah, so we'll say ba, independent sound by itself. Ba. So where we get this sound right here. Second character right there, ba. Then we have na, okay? Well, you come over here to the na right there. Na, right there. Right on the board, right there. Na, okay? And then you have to add the tha to it. That's way over here. You can drop the A because you don't need it to be banatha. You don't need it as banath. So we want to do this. So we want to say ban, independent connector, but you have to make sure you do a dependent connector for nath. And that's where you get nath. That sound. Banath. That's in Paleo course. If you want to do it in Assyrian, you want to do this. You want to say ba. There it is right here. Ba. Okay, you want to say na. You want to do this like this. Well, sort of like that. Ba na. It is the na is right, sort of right here. Kind of fading a little bit. We'll give it some. That na. Okay? And then you want to put the TH on there, so it's tha. So we want to use this character here. Something like that. Okay? Alright? We'll move on to the next one. We still got a little bit more time here. That was the daughter. Now we want to write one called auntie. Let's write woman first. Let's do woman. Let's do woman. Woman. Let's do man and woman. Or basically, let's do man. Let's do man. We'll get some basic stuff going on here, so you'll just in case we're out of time, we'll do some more next week, and then I'll announce what we're going to do next week. We'll probably go over some sentence structure with prepositions in it to show you how words are formed. We may even do the 18 tribes to show you what they are and how they're translated. Man, I will announce that. Man is ayash. Ayash. So you say yash. Okay? Ayash. Ayash. Get this spelled right? Yeah, ayash. Okay? Alright? Asha for woman. Woman is asha. Woman is then it's sha. Just like that. Okay? Just like that. Asha. So it's a yash and a sha. Little difference. We'll translate them here. See, we got some red. We'll translate it. It's you're going to have a like that. Then we'll have a ya. That ya is right here. Right there. Okay? So, you see it right there. Next to the top. Ya. Then you want to have to put an SH on there. So, that sha, you drop the A because you don't want to say ayasha. You want to say ayash. Big difference. You want to say ayasha. You want to say ash. Ayash. So I hope you can hear the difference right there. Instead of ashaya, you want to say ashyash. Ayash. Sorry. Independent connector. Then you want to make these a dependent connector right here. Yash, yash, and sha make them one sound. That's why you put a dependent connector here. Yash. Just like that. That's the paleo for ayash, which translates to being man. Okay? Means man. All right? And we'll write the Assyrian for that. Let's see. We got enough room here to write the Assyrian. Yeah, we got enough room here. Tell you what I will do. Oh, I got to keep moving this stuff here. Ayash. We'll move it over here a little bit. Yash. There, so we have enough room for the Syrian. Okay, in the Syrian, we'll do it in blue to be consistent. That's why I wrote it over here. Blue for Syrian, red for Paleo. Okay? So, we'll write the A. The A will look like this. Again, to reiterate, it's always good to do things over and over again so you'll understand how something's formed. There's the A over here. After a while, you'll get it. You'll get to a point where it'll be consistent, and after a while, you'll begin to write these sort of blindfolded already. So, then we're going to write the Ya like this, right over here. That Ya, okay? Up in the air, like down there, not down here. It has to be up in the air. That little bird-looking thing there, that's a Ya sound. That's this sound, Ya. And of course, if you haven't written the alphabet out, you can write them down right here. Take your time and write them out. That's why I did it. Make sure you pick up the red for the Syrian, the red for Paleo. Sorry, Salakia. The red for Paleo, the blue for Syrian, and then of course you got the green or the any connectors right there. Okay. And then you got to have, like in black, you have Abadaga, Abagada Hawazaka, okay, Tayakala, Manasa, I Pataza, Kwara, Shata. Make sure you write those American or English way of saying it so you'll know what you're looking at when you do look at these characters. Okay, that's why I wrote it above it. Ka, like a little ladder, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right, we'll go over that maybe next week. We'll refresh our memory on the, this may seem mundane, but trust me, you'll learn how to speak Assyrian better. And when you get a vocabulary in front of you, you learn how to write the Hebrew characters from memory, verbatim pretty much. Okay, what was I? Ayash, yeah. Ya, now you need a Sha right there. There's your Sha. Okay? So, Yash, independent connected. Yash. Not an A, drop the A, you don't need it. Or it'd be Ayasha. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want just the Ayash. That's why you make the sound here, one sound. That's why you need a dependent connector. Officer Shah said, yes, that's exactly right, Officer Shah. Appreciate that. Yash. Okay, that's the Syrian. But for the audience in there, to write these alphabet or characters down, so you'll understand, there's 22 of them, so you'll understand what we're doing up here. And of course, every class, I try to do some translations up here along to go with the words, so you'll understand. Okay? And I'm gonna go over here and write. I got the woman is called Asha. Asha. And not an Ayash, but an Asha. So let's translate that real quick here. All right. So we say over here, and then we write Sha. So let's go way over here for this Sha, that right there. Kind of like too big right there. Let's make it a little smaller. Remember doing it in class, I always try to make it off the dot, but I also always make it not so wide there, just make it look like it's supposed to look. So we say Sha. And then, of course, we have to put an H on there. That sound got to happen. There's the Sha, but where's the H sound? I mean, where is the Ha? Well, there it is right there. That's H. Abagada Ha. So we're going to use this little comb right here. Ha. So, what will we do? Independent connector for ah. Then we have sha. We want to make that one sound. One sound. Why? Why do we want to make that one sound? Well, because that's what it's asking us to do. Ah, sha, ha. We don't want to say ah, sha, ha. We want to say ah, sha. The whole thing wants to be pronounced at the same time. That's why you put a dependent connector right here. Sha. Okay? And it makes the Assyrian a lot easier to do because our glorious language already in paleo is telling you what to do. Asha. Well, Assyrian is just, you just come over here and do this. Not a big deal. You just say like this. Ah. I'm going to write it in blue so you can tell the difference between the Assyrian and the paleo. Ah. Then you write sha. That's a little chicken scratch looking W there. And then we write, of course, the ha. Well, there's the ha right there. So let's do that ha. Ha. There are not ending characters there. So you don't need an ending character, so you just write what you see. Ha. Ah, sha. Give you guys a chance to write that down. Before we move on to the next one, see how much time we got here. 8:42. We might got a chance for maybe one more here. Okay. Hope you guys have really learned in class. If you learned in class, put a 1 in the register. So I'll understand. So I'll understand for next week what to do. If we're learning here, that's the whole goal. If you put a 1, if you sit in the register, go ahead and put a 1 in the register. That signifies and tell me I've learned, or just put con or 1. It doesn't matter, either one. We're gonna move on to, we're gonna write, the last one I think we'll do, Adrian put 1, I guess, I'm assuming all the brothers said the same thing. We're gonna put malak. What? Anybody in the audience out there know Shah put 1? Very good, sir. Appreciate that, Shah. Officer Shah. What does malak mean? Malak. Somebody in the audience, tell me what that means before we move on here. What does malak mean in Hebrew? How would you say malak? I'll put it backwards over here because I didn't want to write it and give it away. What does malak mean in Hebrew? You just spell it out and tell me real quick because this will be our pretty much last one here that we're doing. What does malak mean? Anyone in class can tell me, if you could. The king, exactly. Officer Sharp, it means king. That's exactly right. So we'll put that down. That's what it means, king. Very good. Now, we're going to go over here. If you have a king over here, let's go over here to queen. We'll put it down right here. I think we got some room right there. Queen. We'll add to that. We'll say how you really said. You says it's Malah. Malak. It's almost the same thing, but you got to put something on the end of that to make it happen. In this case, it'd be Malaka. I think I spelled that right. Malaka. Yeah. Malaka. Exactly. Okay. So basically, you want to say king, you say malak. You want to say kingdom, you say malak wath. But it's malak, it's a king. So, okay. So when you refer to Christ, it's Yahweh Shai. He is a king. That's his title. One of his titles is Malak. Okay? And then queen is, you know, this, if you want to say queen or the queen of a nation or something like that, it's Malakah. Malakah. So when you put that on the end, that made it feminine. You know, that's what that's for. It made it feminine. Malakah. Don't get it twisted. Big difference. So let's translate that real quick. Maybe last one we go. Ma, the M. Ma. Then we'll have La. Whew. Good Lord, running out. Red here. Then we have a Ka sound. That Ka is way over here. You notice? Right there? That Ka. Right there. You want to use that one. I think we have some room to put it over here. The Ka. Stay there. Ka. Where was I? Oh, there. So let's put the connectors on there. You have to have connectors in Hebrew, like I reiterate all the time. In this case, and when you get to the Syrian, you're going to see something special going at the end of the sentence there. Don't have any ending sentence there. Ma. You have ma by itself, independent sound, independent connected. But you have lock. So you have to pronounce that with a dependent connector. So it's ma lock. Just like that. Now let's get over here to the Syrian here. I don't know if I got that. Stay up there. This time we got it. Yeah, okay. Malak. Then you have ma over here. Ma. We make sure we got a divider there. Ma. Then we have a L. Of course, we can afford to write that bigger. Ma. Then we have L. Like that. Yeah. Sort of like that. Sorry. Like that. Okay. And then we'll have to have a ka. But the ka that we're going to use here is not going to be, because it's at the end of a sentence, it's not going to be that ka. It'll be the green one. That's why I put it up there real close. It'll be that green one, the ending connector, in the class, ending pronunciation, not ending connector, ending pronunciation. So it'll look like this, sort of. When you see this at the end of a sentence, you can rest assured that is a ka, that green. To reiterate it again, looks like that. Okay, that green one right there. Okay, Malak. Okay, and that's the Syrian for it. So we get over here to queen, we'll have the same thing. It'll be the same thing. We'll have, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. Ma. Yeah, I don't know how but you can see it. Ma. La. Got to get some more red here. Bear with me. Ma la. And then ka. Okay. Then we'll have that ka. Ma. La. Ka. Then we have an H over here. So that H is going to look like this. Right there. That red little cone looking thing right there. Okay. So we have ma. Then we have la. Malak. We'll have malak right here, just like we did before, over here on lock. Malak. Wait a minute. Hold on. So we're gonna have to use the A right here. Malak. dependent connector right there. Then we have I on the end. So that means it's going to have to be a A right there. Not an H, sorry. The AH is the sound. So malak, then we have ah. Malak ah. So an M, ma, then we have lock, ah. Independent connector. So we have independent connector, dependent connector, independent connector. So it's ma. It's a little different here because they dropped it. There's no A here, but there's no AH there. But that's what we added there. So malak here, but we had an AH. So the AH sound is this sound. Ah. Right there. See that AH above there? That's what this is right here. AH. That's what this is right there. Right there. Okay, yeah. Very good, officer. Yeah, just wind it back. We'll get it. You'll get it back. You'll get all that we missed. But anyway, ma, then lock. That's this lock right there. That lock right there is where you get the dependent connector, and then you get ah by itself. Then let's do the serial real quick. So it'll be ma, okay, there, okay. Then we have la, right here, that L, la, excuse me, la. And then we got a ka right here. That look funky right there. There. Malak. Then we have ah right here. See if I got that right. Malak. M, L, Ka, yeah, there you go. All right, that's how you spell queen in Hebrew and Syrian. That's pretty much the end of class, but that's I think we did a Tawab job, and we'll do the announcements here because I think everybody understands. They've written it down in there, so we understand. So we can, next week we're going to talk about we may finish up with just maybe 1, 2, or 3 characters, vocabulary, and then we'll go over the characters, make sure people know how to form them. Then we'll get into a little sentence structure, and we'll go from there because I missed the whole sentence structure class that I wanted to put down, but we didn't have time. So, Adrian S., yes, she said Tawab class. All right, thank you, sister. I appreciate it. But you make sure you guys put this down in your and all the brothers are now, Aban, all the Trooper Shar, Adrian, Aban, Officer Shar. Thank you for participating in class. We'll do some announcements right here in I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for the new brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother and sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months, the period, the brother and the sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 and 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Ma'ashara. Ma is the. And of course we have Asherah, the 10th. Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord of the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Announce holy convocation from sheep. Rewind Akim. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, pronounce from the sheep. Getting ahead of myself here. It's lucky. Okay. Well, like I said, the Passover we have postponed it, of course. You know that, but normally the Passover will be the 14th day of the first month. It was normally on Thursday, April 9th, but it's postponed, of course, until further notice. Make sure you get with your class camp leaders or somebody in class that you'll be able to participate in. And of course, the next that's Leviticus. Exodus 12:1 through 51, Leviticus 23:4 and 5, 1 Corinthians 5:7 and 8, 2 Corinthians 30 and 17. Okay, make sure that we're also having a, let's see, what is that, starts as 11 bread, sundown, memorial trumpets, Thursday, September, the 15th day, the 7th, Exodus, Feast on Unleavened Bread, the first month, 7 day, okay, the Day of Atonement, September, and we have to just look around in September that we'll have some more feast days, Memorial Day of Atonement, Feast of First Fruits. Well, I think we've had, that was in April, so Feast of Tabernacles, 7th month, we have that. But it's not, anyway, that's, we have those to upcoming. Remind the Akim and Akwath, that's what we wrote on the board, Akim, the brothers, and Akwath, the sisters, to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, and headbands, and scarf, and then when you do that, then you on your way to become a trooper in the school, and a sister, the same thing. But for that we say, Shalom, Israel.